the CCSA General Meeting had approved the new measures for the 7+7 scheme for the Phuket Sandbox. And this was effective already since yesterday. For those who have completed their quarantine in Phuket, meaning traveling from abroad in the Phuket Sandbox scheme, arriving in Phuket and completing their quarantine in Phuket for 7 days already. Quarantine meaning you can travel around Phuket. After completing that, the visitors can now travel to other tourist destinations in the southern provinces of Thailand and be there for another 7 days before departing to other areas. So on screen, you have a list of the travel routes which are included in this 7+7 scheme. So meaning Phuket 7 days and one of these destinations for another 7 days. So you have there Phuket for the first 7 days, followed by Khao, which is in Phang-Nga, or Phuket, followed by other areas in Phang-Nga, or Phuket, followed by Phi Phi Island in Krabi province, Phuket, and followed by all these destinations you can see on screen, which actually are very, very interesting destinations for travelers coming into the Phuket Sandbox, which has now moved on into becoming a Phuket 7+7 sandbox. So travelers who wish to depart to those travel routes would have to have all the necessary documentation before coming in the country, the test results, the transfer forms, and of course the bookings for hotels in the SHA Plus program for the 7-day extension. And all traveling during the transfer will be transported by specific designated vehicles, which are separate from other travelers. And all travelers in the program would also need to have the third RT-PCR test on day 12 or day 13. And we need a release form before they can be allowed to travel to other parts of Thailand after the 14 days. So my very best wishes to this transition of the Phuket Sandbox scheme. Moving on to some good news, we have something about the clinical trial of the COVID-19 vaccine. We're in the King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital, and the Faculty of Medicine at Chulalongkorn University announced a promising preliminary result from the phase 1 clinical trial of the COVID-19 vaccine. So the director of the center said that the phase 1 trial was conducted with 36 volunteers aged 18 to 55, and that showed that the trial vaccine could help the body build a level of antibody response similar to the response of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. The result from the phase 1 study shows that the COVID-19 vaccine can help the body elicit a high level of antibody response, effective in preventing illnesses from the in the wild type of SARS-CoV-2, as well as the Alpha variant, Beta variant, Gamma, and Delta variant and variants of concern. And the researchers, local researchers in Thailand, in July, are now going ahead with the phase 2 trial involving more volunteers, and the team will be selecting the appropriate dosage for phase 2 at the end of this week, while the actual study is expected to commence on the 25th of August 2021. If all goes well, this locally researched and produced vaccine will be available to the general public in Thailand by the month of April 2022. So just some developments, some updates there for you.